في عالم سباقات الخيل، حيث تتحدد الفوارق بين الفوز والخسارة بجزء من الثانية، لا مجال للخطأ ولا فرصة للتردد. كل خطوة على المضمار تحمل معها تاريخاً من التدريب، وكل نبضة قلب تعكس شغف الفارس والجواد معاً. في هدوء الصباح، وقبل أن تلامس الشمس أسطح الإسطبلات، دخل تاج أوشي بخطوات واثقة تملأها العزيمة. كان المكان لا يزال هادئا إلا من صهيل الخيول المتحمسة ليوم جديد. هو ليس مجرد فارس ينتظر لحظة الانطلاق، بل شريك في كل خطوة. يبدأ يومه بتهيئة رفيقه الدائم الجواد، الذي يشاركه الطريق والحلم، يلامسه بحنان الواثق، يشد السرج بإتقان الخبير، ويتبادل النظرات مع رفيقه في الميدان، حيث لا تقال الكلمات بل يفهم كل شيء بنبض القلوب.
You need a special bond with the horses. They can't speak, obviously, so it's the jockey's job to decide if the horse is happy or not happy or whatever. But yeah, the bond is everything. You know, as I said, we go out there, we go very fast in the races, and they have to trust us and we have to trust them. So it's important to have a special bond. You learn quickly as you go along. When you get on the horse, you learn what they like and dislike. Yes, I ride a lot of horses, but you treat them like individuals. Some horses like going to the front, some horses like coming from behind, some horses get scared in a group. So you try to learn, and they teach you a lot as well. If they can't talk, but if you listen to them or listen to what they're trying to tell you, it works out. This horse in particular, he's a nice horse. He's won like 3 races in front in the UK. So obviously when he came to the barn, we looked at his races, and then when you start riding him, he likes being a leader. So different things like that. You get on horses, as I said, some are nervous, some are super confident. Horses, I treat them all as individuals. They're like people. They all have their different likes and dislikes. And yeah, look, I think the main thing, as you'll see all the horses here in Zabeel, when they're healthy, they're happy. It's like humans, you know, they get the best treatment, 7-star treatment in the world. They have fantastic people looking after them. So I have the easy job just riding them in the races. My friend, hold it one second. You have a lead rope, please? Thank you. Thanks. Good boy.
تحت ضوء الشمس الذهبي يعتلي صهوة جواده بخفة الفارس المخضرم، ينطلق في المضمار بخطوات مدروسة، يراقب كل حركة، كل استجابة، يعمل على تحسين السرعة، ضبط التوازن، تعزيز الانسجام مع الجواد، لأن السباق القادم لا يقبل بأقل من الكمال.
Yes, well, I had a brilliant childhood, great family, very supportive family, but we didn't have any horses, and you know, my late mother kindly agreed to me to go to a little riding school down the road from us, only 2 miles down the road, Kevin Willis's. So that's where it all began. At probably the age of like 12 or 13, I started riding ponies very badly. I didn't know, I didn't have any experience, and but I got addicted very quickly, and I always loved animals. So yeah, it started from like when I was maybe 11 or 12 years old. I'm an outdoor person. I enjoyed school, I enjoyed my friends in school, but I hated being indoors. I'm a little bit like a horse, I suppose. I like being out and being a little bit free. But yes, if I wasn't a jockey, it would be in some aspect to do with animals, for sure. I suppose as a kid, growing up, when I started to ride racehorses, Michael Kinane was like a 13-time Irish champion jockey. And for me, he had no equal. He was the best. I looked up to him. I have massive respect for him then and even now. And he gave me advice along the way. And yes, he would have been the one that I would have looked up to most. Well, I was 15, I suppose, and the career guidance teacher in my school came and sat down with all the class and was trying to figure out what we would like to do in the future. And she said to me that maybe I should try the Racing Apprentice Academy in County Kildare, Ireland, on the holidays. So I applied there, and I'd done the trial, and I was called back for the 9-month course along with 29 other students. So that's when I was 15. So it was a big step. I was still only a baby, and thankfully my mum and dad let me go. And yes, I've been riding horses ever since. I was very lucky in Ireland. I served my apprenticeship, so my training with Michael Halford, and I started slowly in the year 1999, and in the year 2000 I started to ride some winners. And 2001 I was champion apprentice of Ireland, so it's the championship for the younger jockeys, and the late great His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Rashid Al Maktoum sponsored an all-expense trip paid to this wonderful city of that year, which was 2001. So that's when I first came to Dubai, and that's really when my career started. And I have to be very, very, very grateful to His Highness Sheikh Hamdan. Well, I wouldn't say effect. I would have said my career blossomed for it, and I became a better rider. And the racing in Dubai then and now is extremely competitive, with riders coming from all over the world, different styles, different approaches to the races. So you had to be sharp and you had to learn quick. And you know, His Highness brought me to this wonderful city, and I worked for 4 of his trainers at the very beginning, and it really opened my eyes to the bigger world. I suppose the biggest challenge was, not only for me but for my family, was to agree to me to go, because I'd never been outside Ireland. So to come all the way across to Dubai as a young kid, it's quite daunting. No matter what country you leave, you're leaving your comfort zone, you're leaving your home country. But Dubai then and Dubai now, it's so welcoming. And you know, I was here a couple of days and I just fitted in, and everybody made me feel welcome. And His Highness also instructed his trainers to take good care of me. I was very young, and that's Dubai. It's the world of opportunity. You know, people want to help. People like seeing people do well, and it's just an amazing city. Well, look, I've been very, very lucky. Yes, I've been very lucky to win 12 Jockeys Championships. I'm a very competitive person, so I come back every year and try ride as many winners as I can. And thankfully, I've been champion jockey here for 12 occasions, and hopefully get a few more before I'm finished. But yeah, look, it's, as I said, you cannot do it without the horses, the staff, the good trainers, the brilliant owners. And I've just been very, very fortunate to ride for some wonderful people.
وصل تاج أوشي إلى المجد، لكنه لم يتوقف عنده. فالأبطال الحقيقيون يدركون أن كل قمة ليست سوى بداية لقمة أخرى. في كل سباق يخوضه، في كل مضمار يطأه، يثبت أن العزيمة لا تعرف حدود، وأن الحلم لا يتوقف عند لحظة انتصار. ومع كل فوز يظل هناك حلم أكبر يلوح في الأفق، حلم كأس دبي العالمي.
تاج أوشي يفوز بهذا الشوط.
السحار
تاج أوشي يحيي الجماهير.
أول مرة يفرح بهاي الطريقة تاج أوشي على فكرة.
بالحق
صار باهر لتاج أوشي.
من أقوى الجوكية اللي عندهم شعبية داخل الموسم المحلي تاج أوشي.
Yes, so I suppose my most memorable night as a jockey is Dubai World Cup 2024. It was an amazing night. I had like 5 rides and the first 3 ran well, and then we were onto the Golden Shaheen, and Tuz was absolutely awesome and he won that race very easily. And then onto the biggest race of them all, the Dubai World Cup, and it's still pinch yourself stuff. I never dreamt as a kid I'd be winning the Dubai World Cup, let alone riding in it. So I'm very, very grateful to his trainer Bupat Seemar, all the staff at Zabeel, and of course his owners, Judmont Farms and the Abdullah family. I'll be forever grateful for them for giving me the opportunity. Yes, look, it was quite surreal. You know, I've watched many great champions, you know, over the years, Cigar, Dubai Millenniums, Thunder Snows, and you know, seeing all these world-class jockeys win the biggest race of them all. So for me to be on Laurel River, and I looked up at the screen with like half a furlong left to go before the winning post, and like we're way out in front, 10 lengths clear, and it was like, it was a dream. I thought, when am I going to wake up? But across the line, I heard the huge cheers from the crowd and the racing fans and everything, and you know, still I was thinking, Tig, is this a dream? So it was amazing. It was a phenomenal race night, a phenomenal race horse, and just very, very fortunate to be part of the story.
تميز أوشي بأسلوب المتزن في السباقات، حيث يجمع بين الدقة والجرأة، مما جعله خياراً مثالياً للعديد من كبار الملاك والمدربين. بفضل حسه الاستراتيجي لم يكن مجرد فارس عادي، بل كان صانع انتصارات يعرف كيف يستخرج من جواده أقصى إمكانياته في اللحظات الحاسمة.
Laurel River is unique. He's a special racehorse. He's got a serious amount of talent. He's like, I suppose, he's like the Roger Federer of tennis. He's like the Ronnie O'Sullivan of snooker. He's the Usain Bolt of running. You know, that is Laurel River. But he's a special horse. But all the horses, from the small races all the way up to the very biggest one of them all in the Dubai World Cup, I have a soft spot for them all. They're all individuals. But yes, Laurel River he'll be unique for me in my whole life. You know, it's very difficult to come across these superstar horses, and as I said, he's the Usain Bolt of horse racing. His owners, Judmont Farm and Bupat Seemar, decided he had a little setback, and we ran out of time to get him to 100% fitness. And for this Dubai World Cup, which you need everything to be 110%. So the owners quite rightly decided with his trainer Bupat Seemar that, you know, it would be unfair on the horse to ask him to defend his crown this year. But the great news is he's going to return in training next season, and because the UAE racing fans, they really love him, along with myself, so that's very exciting going forward.
المبكر على الجائزة الكبيرة.
يسحق الجميع.
لورال ريفر يفوز بهذا الشوط.
احنا عندنا قناعة انه الحصان قوي، عندنا قناعة انه الحصان بقدرات جبارة.
كأس دبي العالمي مشاهدينا الكرام. لورال ريفر مشاهدينا الكرام.
I prepare myself the same for the small race meetings as the big ones. I try not to change anything. I'm in a routine. I have the same breakfast as I would as a normal race day or as the Dubai World Cup day. Just little things. I don't like to change it. I don't like to overthink it. And yes, of course, it's exciting, the biggest race day of them all, the Dubai World Cup. But I'm happiest when the bell rings and the parade ring and I get on the horse, and then the horse and me have our own time. And you know, the build-up is exciting, but once I get on the horse, I blank it all out. And Then it's just me and him and the rest of the competitors. The horses ride out 6 days a week, so I'm in Zabeel here 5 mornings of that. Horses they're like people. They're happy in a routine. They know their routine. You've seen this morning we go to Maidan, which is a wonderful facility to not only race, but we're very, very privileged to be able to train on them, train the horses on the track in the mornings. So as you see, it runs pretty smoothly. It's like any company really, I suppose. Everybody knows their role. Everybody knows what to do, from the people that look after the horses to the jockeys, to the rider outs, to the trainers, to the assistants. So it works. Everybody has their role, as I said, and they have a great system here in Zabeel. You have to be very dedicated. You have to make a lot of sacrifices, not just on the race day, but you know, like from a kid, as I said, when I first started at 15, all my friends were going partying and you know, nightclubs and everything. You can't do that because you know, you start the mornings very, very early. You know, we start at 4:30 for the benefit of the horses before the weather gets too warm. And as you see here in Zabeel, it's a wonderful facility. When the horses are finished, they have their spa day, or they get their shower down, and then all the stables have air conditioning. But yes, you just have to. You make a lot of sacrifices in life, but I wouldn't swap it for anything. Well, I'm very fortunate. I've a great wife in Debbie, and she's the backbone to all of us, myself and my 2 boys. And it's great now. My 2 sons, they love the horses, and they're really, really involved in it. They follow every horse Daddy rides, and they give out to me sometimes if they think I'm on the wrong horse. So they're usually interested in it, and they'll be here for the Dubai World Cup meeting again, along with Debbie. So yeah, look, I have a very supportive family, and it does help, you know. So, you know, I get all the support from them, and Debbie knows I have to make a lot of sacrifices and travel here and there and everywhere, but it's part of the job. I'm very lucky. As you can see, I'm not too tall. There's some jockeys that, you know, they're obviously quite tall, so they will have a bigger struggle. But I have a little rule for myself. I never let my weight go over 53 kgs. So as you know, in the UAE, we race maybe 3-4 times a week. So the days I'm not racing, my 2 jockey friends, Richie Mullen and Rice and Friend, we could go like cycling 3-4 days a week, you know, when we're not racing, and we do like 25-30k a day, so it keeps us fit. We ride out every morning. I have a very balanced diet. I only eat 2 meals a day, try to eat as healthy as possible. Of course, you'll have days where you'll cheat a little bit. Everybody needs I suppose, a surprise or a reward. But yeah, look, I keep on top of my weight, and I don't let it go over 53 kgs. Yes, I've been very fortunate in my career so far. You know, I've obviously competed in Ireland, England, Japan, China, Korea, Qatar, Bahrain, Holland, Germany, France. So I've seen all different racing jurisdictions, and you know, you go there and you have to adapt when you ride at these places to different styles of racing or whatever. But Dubai, we're very lucky also, because for the Dubai Racing Carnival, and especially the Dubai World Cup, jockeys, trainers and horses come from all over the world. So you see a lot of different styles, you see a lot of different things. So as I said, you got to be sharp and learn quick and adapt quickly. To win any race on Dubai World Cup night is special, because for us, it's not only the biggest race of our UAE season, it's one of the biggest race nights in the world, if not the biggest, you know. So to win any race on that night is special. I've been fortunate to win a few, so hopefully there's a few more to come, inshallah. Yes, I'm very prepared, obviously. I'm very focused, and to all the viewers and all the racing fans, thank you very, very much for your support, and hopefully I can reward you with some great performances at the Dubai World Cup night. Well, I think not only for the racing in Dubai, there's no finish line with the vision of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. He strives to be #1 in everything, and there's no exception, whether it's racing or any sport in the UAE. And you know, the changes I've seen from like the year 2001 to 2025, it's, you know, what His Highness has done and created here in Dubai, it's just like phenomenal, really. There's no other word to describe it. But you know, as I said, I've reared my family here, my kids have grown up here, gone to school here. It's just an amazing city, and it is the land of opportunity, really. I have a great relationship with my two main trainers in Dubai, which is Bupit Seemar, you've met here this morning, Zabeel Stables, and Ernst Artel, that trains for my Arabian horses boss, Mr. Khalid Khalifa Al Nabuda. We have a great working relationship. You need to with both trainers. You know, they put ideas to me, and I give them suggestions back. And again, it's a big team, and it has to be. You know, obviously they do a terrific job training the horses, and you know, when I'm working the horses or galloping the horses, they like to get my feedback, and we try sit down and do the best for all the owners, the horses, and put the horses in the right race first and foremost, and get the horses in the correct races, the correct frame of mind to get the best results for all owners. Thankfully, there's been many highs in my career and also some lows. You know, I missed the Dubai World Cup one season because I had a suspension. I crossed the line and crossed another jockey, and unfortunately, I missed the Dubai World Cup. So they're hard things to take because, you know, everybody sees the Dubai World Cup as, you know, one of the biggest nights racing in the world, but we start working in October for the build-up for the Dubai World Cup. So basically, that's the pinnacle of our season. So to go all the way through the season and then miss a Dubai World Cup meeting, that was pretty hard to take. I was quite young, but thankfully there's been more highs than lows. As you've seen this morning, horses they're high flight animals, and you know, in the wild they run with packs, and they run on instinct. So obviously there is accidents along the way, and horses get spooked, or jockeys lose balance, and it's just part of the job. Listen, I've had plenty of falls and plenty of bruises and bashing and a couple of sprains and whatever, but all around I've been lucky, so long may that continue. But yeah, look, we go pretty fast, as you've seen this morning, and you know, it's just a horse and a jockey, and you try to be one and you try to trust each other. But unfortunately, these things happen, and it is a high-speed sport, and it's followed, as you know, with two ambulances. They follow every race, so that'll tell you the dangers in itself. And unfortunately, things do go wrong, but thankfully they go right more than they go wrong. It's obviously a very important time of the year, and you know, you just pray to God that the horses stay healthy and remain healthy, because it's obviously they need to be 110% condition going into this amazing night racing. So of course you're checking them, you're double checking them and treble checking them, and morning, noon and night, and making sure and praying that everything is well with them, and they remain in good health, which they have done throughout the whole season. So inshallah they will continue to do so up to the April the 5th. Well, hopefully still riding lots of winners in Dubai, and hopefully some Dubai World Cup night winners. And when the time comes that I finish race riding, I obviously would love to remain in the industry. It's given me and my family everything. Horses have been a huge part of my life, and you know, obviously I will remain in the industry, whether it be an owner or I don't know about a trainer. It's quite difficult. I see how difficult it is for Bupit and Ernst and all the trainers I ride for. But yes, I will certainly remain in the industry 100%. Yes, it's very tough. Never give up. When I came to Dubai, it took me a while to ride my first winner. There's some amazing jockeys there at the beginning, as there is now. Keep working hard. Keep trying. You know, a man that never made a mistake, or a woman that never made a mistake, never made nothing. You know, we can't all be perfect. You go out and try your best. That's all you can do. You can only do it if you have the horse as well. So you got to just keep positive. The main thing I think in life is positivity. Try keep the negatives away and be positive, and keep trying your best every day. And the harder you work, the more you'll get out of it.
بس استمر وثابر وصر على المركز الأول.
حيث لا مكان للحدود في قاموسه، ولا مكان إلا للهدف الأسمى. فبين كل جولة تدريبية وكل لحظة على صهوة الجواد يقترب أكثر من الحلم الذي يراه أمامه، مدفوعا بشغف لا ينتهي وعزيمة لا تضعف.